I've used a rectangular bacon weight, a large spatula, but today I'm going to try this round burger press. Let's see how these smash burgers turn out. One of the most important things is the beef. Use 80-20, and it's not just using 80-20, but it's how much beef per patty. That's where I messed up a lot at the beginning, is doing the wrong amount of beef in each little ball before it went on the griddle. So watch and tell me what you think and see if you can notice the difference. You noticed how much thinner the 2.5 ounce balls were, and the fat came up and cooked. It was cooking in its own fat. So I would recommend that. I get that by doing 6 equal parts from 1 pound of ground beef here, and then I just form them loosely into packed balls. You don't even really have to form them that much because you're smashing them anyways. Let's talk burger sauce. So this is my favorite one right here that I got. This recipe from the Angus Beef website, from their YouTube video about smash burgers. And I love it because it doesn't have any ketchup in it. You have mayonnaise, mustard, Tabasco, Worcestershire, and an onion. So we're gonna grate the onion, mix them all together. I just kind of eyeball it, but I'll put their whole recipe in the description if you want to do it exact. I'm using the large part of the grater for the onion, squirt squash, a little bit of mayonnaise, dill dap, a little bit of mustard, a dollop here of Cholula, that's my favorite hot sauce at the time. Tell me in the comments what your favorite is. And a splish sploosh of W sauce, salt, and pepper. Those are exact measurements, just so you know. Mix them together, and then we'll give it the taste test here. And you know what? My wife and son aren't going to eat this anyway, so we're putting more hot sauce and more W in there. Our griddle's rip-roaring hot. It is hotter than a slide back on a summer day when you're growing up, about 550. Get all your ingredients. Make sure we're going to use our Aunt Millie's buns today. That's the sponsor of the video. It's a classic American hamburger bun. I highly recommend giving it a try. If you see it in your grocery store, Meijer's a good place to pick them up. Then we got our smash burger weight here. And we're just going to put some oil on the griddle because I forgot to bring out a spatula. So, you know, we're just rolling with the weight. It's multi-purpose now. Put all 6 of our balls onto the griddle. Space them out because obviously you're going to smash them thin, so you don't want them running together. You know, like pancakes, when you put your pancakes too close together, they start running together. And then you start panicking, and then you just tell your kid, you're like, it's a snowman now. I made you a snowman. I didn't mess up these pancakes. But anyways, put them out. You can see this weight, it's working really well. You got a lot, you're higher up on it. You get to come in right on top. It seemed to work really well. No problems with it. Only issue here is I should have used parchment paper. As you'll see, it kind of stuck, but I did the same thing with the spatula. That's on me. That's not the weight's problem. Just scrape it off if this happens to you. But really, use parchment paper. It's going to make it easier. Hit up a little bit of salt. I'm not sure what happened to the pepper, if I just forgot, but normally I'd put pepper on there. And there's those little holes we're looking for in the crust, and you see the fat cooking through. And these turned out really, really well. Now I'm really falling in love with this little like spackle spatula here that is beveled edge that came with my cleaning kit, if you saw that video. And it's super simple to get things up, get these burgers up, get under the crust. I'd recommend it. I like that. Drop down a little bit of cheese, toast our Aunt Millie's bun on top, flip the other burgers here. See how easy it's just slide under there. Now your burger could fall apart a little bit. Don't panic. You know, cheese is duct tape of the food world. You know, you're just gonna put some cheese on there and stick it all back together. It's my first time toasting the buns in the fat rather than toasting them ahead of time. It worked out fine. I think I like it better with butter or mayonnaise beforehand. And just to know that they're done because it's such a quick process. But that worked out. It's an option. If you want to try it, go ahead. This is the one for my 3-year-old son. We're doing one with no cheese and then one on top with cheese. He ate like 3 bites, which is a really big win because, I mean, he used to just be pancakes and goldfish all the time. So 3 bites of burger is pretty good. Here's the one for me. We're loading this up with the sauce, a little bit of Taco Bell lettuce. That's just what I call shredded lettuce. Tomatoes, some onions. We call that LTO in the business. That's what I used to call it as a server. Reminds me of going back and screaming at the cook like, "Louise, I need a bacon burger with no LTO ASAP." Anyways, glory days in the restaurant business. Put it on top, and these turned out really, really good, folks. I definitely recommend giving them a try with some Aunt Millie's buns.